If there is magic on this planet, it is contained in water. Lauren Isley once said this regarding water. Water is unique and mysterious. Its transformative properties make it the only natural substance found in all three physical states, which is solid, liquid, and gas. Water has the kinetic energy to decimate entire nations. Yet, it has spiritual attributes that symbolizes purification and regeneration. According to the United States Geological Survey, roughly 71% of the Earth's surface is covered in water. The oceans hold approximately 96.5% of all the Earth's water, which means only 3.5% of freshwater resources. I have credibility to talk about this subject because I have extensively researched it. So today I'm going to talk to you about the history, importance, and need for water. So first, let me tell you about the history of water. Water is essential to life, but what exactly is water? Water, or H2O, consists of three atoms that bond together like a magnet. It is both cohesive and adhesive, which means the molecules can stick together as well as form bonds with other substances. Another less familiar name for water is dihydrogen monoxide, which comes from the Greek prefixes di, which is two, and mono, which is one. Now, H2O consists of two hydrogen atoms, dihydrogen, and one oxygen atom, monoxide. This name, dihydrogen monoxide, has caused a lot of controversy over the years, dating back to the early 80s according to Skeptic.com, when a newspaper company jokingly posted an article labeling the chemical dangerous and calling for regulatory agencies to ban the substance. Now, this created a panic to the unknowing public who believed that their water supply was contaminated. A 14-year-old boy even went as far as to write an article and garner enough votes among his peers calling for the removal of the contaminant. Now, this brought about criticism on alarmists who used junk science to manipulate audiences and prompted a study on how masses exercise critical thinking when presented with certain information. So now you know what water is made up of and why we rarely use its chemical name. Next, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of water. Now, human beings have basic needs that are vital to our survival. According to Maslow's hierarchy of need, physiological needs such as water or warmth need to be met in order to fulfill higher needs such as self-actualization. Water then, in retrospect, is an important part of life. Now, this is important to us because we are mostly made up of water, and it performs essential functions that are important to our lives. Water, for example, regulates our internal body temperature by sweating and respiration. And carbohydrates and proteins are metabolized and transported by water through the bloodstream. And it aids in eliminating waste through urination, among other things. Now, every day humans must consume a certain amount of water in order to survive. Drinking water comes from lakes, rivers, and groundwater, which is treated and disinfected. Then it makes its way through taps to households all over America. So as you can see, water plays an important role in our everyday life and even our survival. Lastly, I will tell you about the need for clean, potable water in the future. Now, everyone is entitled to safe and accessible drinking water. This is extremely important for our public health. According to the World Health Organization, globally, at least 2 billion people use a drinking water source that is contaminated by feces. It is also projected that by 2025, half of the world's population will be living in water-stressed areas. Municipal drinking water, which is also known as tap water, is regulated by the Environmental Protection Agency here in the United States. Federal and state regulations require certified laboratories to conduct frequent water testing and report any violations within a specific time frame. Now, earlier this year, I attended the Ohio Byproduct Synergy Network meeting and participated in a think tank. Now, byproduct synergy is the matching of undervalued waste or byproduct streams from one facility with potential users at another facility to create new revenues or savings with potential social and environmental benefits, as adapted by United States Business Council for Sustainable Development. I met with the CEO of Delcoke Water Company, Gen Marzoff, who stated that one of his challenges was finding new ways to reuse lime. Now, lime or limestone can neutralize strong acids and is an alkaline agent. As a result, it is perfect for water purification. So once purification is complete, copious amounts of sludge is left over, which can contribute to environmental waste if there are no other alternatives to reuse this product. I also met with NASA astronaut Leland Melville, who discussed his experience in time and space. Melville stated that one of the reasons for venturing out to space was to search for new water sources. All of this shows that we should all do our part to conserve water so that our future generations can continue to thrive. So in conclusion, water is truly a remarkable substance. All living organisms need water to survive, and it is critical for healthy ecosystems and socio-economic development. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, the Clean Water Act is the basic structure for regulating polluted discharges into the waters of the United States. The main objective of this act is to ensure the water quality is safe for all human beings, wildlife, and aquatic life. So I hope from this now, you're better informed about the history, importance, and the need for water in the future. Dihydrogen monoxide is the chemical name for H2O. However, water is more frequently used because it's deemed less daunting to the public. Human beings need water to aid in daily tasks, such as regulating temperature and eliminating waste. And finding new ways to conserve water is important and something that we should not take for granted. Now, there's so much more I can say about water, from its unique properties to all the different roles that it plays in everyday life. But as I said in the beginning of the speech, if there is magic on this planet, it is contained in water. Loren Eiseley once said this regarding water.